This is Krish. Welcome to our channels. Today we are going to see how to create VPC with the subnets, route table, internet gateway, and NAT gateway, and how to set or modify auto IP settings, and also how to set edit DNS host name and DNS related things in VPC. It's very simple. Today please give subscribe to our PVSK education, PVSK entertainment, PVSK cooking, and PVSK experiment. We should go to www.console.aws amazon.com. We know that how to log in. We should give credentials for that, and select the region first, which region you want. This is the regions, different regions we have. Go to the home. This is the billing, so go to the home first. So here we should go to the services. So here this is the region. So what's in my account? Oh, so it shows like this. Here, so go to the home. So this is the different regions we have. So here is the different region. We have support also. It's support you want here. So this is support, and so go to the VPC. So first you choose the regions. In these regions availability zones are there in every region. Go to the VPC. So in this VPC, go to the regions. So we have different regions. In this US East 1, US East 2, this is the availability zones. Why we use availability zones means here use for low latency purpose. Low latency means when business, nothing but application, or for example www.google.com, in that way when you open that, it's clacking more, it's take more time to appear. That is the high latency. For that rectification, for that purpose you should go to the you should go to the low latency. So for that purpose Amazon use AWS, Amazon Web Services use availability zones. For that availability zones we can rectify the latency problem. So go to the VPC and click on my VPC. So your VPC is here. So here no VPC, we have already one VPC, that is default VPC come from. So here this our region. So and also we already have subnets also default come from this region, and also here route table also already created by default region. So here already we have route table, this come from region. So we can use only this route table only for that purpose. Remaining are choose for security purpose by custom way. So you can choose the custom VPC, virtual private cloud. So click on this VPC. So very simple. In AWS every service or resource give a description in the AWS dashboard. So this is the description. We should give classless inter-domain route CDR block like this. So first you give name PVSK, so VPC. So just give like this naming convention as per client requirement or as per project name for easy identification. So then go to CIDR block 10.0.0.026, because 2 power 32 minus 26, 2 power 8 means 2 power, here 64 IP addresses. We use only 63, one for use for internal purpose. So 10.0.0.63. so this is the range, and version IPv4 means version Internet Protocol version 4. Internet Protocol version 6 is not used up to now, not stored. So and also tenancy means here you should give default. When you selected dedicated, you use for dedicated instances. So create VPC, it's very simple. VPC is created now. And also go to the subnets. So why we use VPC? We know that virtual network in cloud, all instances are in this VPC for security purpose. So that's the main thing here. So go to the subnets. Subnets is security to the VPC. So here every subnet associated with default ACL, access control list. This access control list is used to act as a firewall for traffic to the subnets. So that's the main thing. This is act as a firewall. So you should create new subnets, custom subnet names, and created that. So by for every availability zone, we know about availability zone. For every availability zone, at least one public and one private. So that is called, so PVSK pub. Then VPC, custom VPC, you should we know that our VPC name, and here shader block 0.0.0.28 given, so means 16 for 15, for every 15 IP addresses coming. For in this 15 IP addresses, 5 are used for internal purpose, means first 4 are, and the last one IP address used for internal purpose. So only 11 will appear. Let's see this. So we already PVSK pub, there is a public IP in this availability zone, east 1A. So see this IP address, subnet are created, and go to the same PVSK PRI. Here same VPC and same subnet, because one subnet, one public, one private. So that's 1A. And here CADR block filled with here 1628, because 15 are used. So check here. So 11. So 5 are used for first 5, last one used for internal purpose. So that's why 11 came. And also go to the same and PVSK pub 1A like this. So then go to same VPC and take 1B, another availability zone, and it's added into another number, that is 32. So 32 but 28. So like this. Then give this. So this subnet is created, and again go to that same. So PVSK PRI. So here 1. So 1A. So this is another name. So then go to that, and like this, so 1B. So here, so 10.0.0.4828. so given like this. So this is also created, this subnet. So we have 4 subnets with 11 IP address used. And go to the route table. Route table, nothing is set of rules. It's used for set IP enabled to the routers and switches. It's a determine packet transformation. So it's very important route table. So route table is public and private route table, 2 route tables. So we can find custom VPC gives one route table. So that's you should PVSK VPC. When you give this route table only selected for that. So give this. We don't use the default route table. So PVSK. So RT. So RT or pub RT. So use for public. So RT means route table. Its naming convention is not a problem. So it's a public route table. Create another route table, that is PRI RT, private route table. So here choose this VPC. So you should attach to that VPC. So here too we have check here explicit subnets when no subnets are added. So you should add public subnets to this public RT, and private subnet use this private RT. So TR not RT. So route table you should so change like this, it's not a problem. So here choose and go to the below page and click on subnet associations, edit subnet associations. So we know that public, this is public and this is public, two subnets added to this route table, and also go to select on like the same like, so edit and click on private subnets both. So click on that. Though this main here yes means and no means here, main given to default route table and no means here given to custom route table. So two route tables are where make here. So go to this route table, very useful for attach subnets. So here we should know one subnet only attach one route table, but one route table attach multi subnets. That's why we should attach multi subnets at a time. So go to the internet gateway. So internet gateway is nothing but high level VPC component and communication, used for communication between instances in VPC. So it's no issue for bandwidth and no issue for internet problem. Here bandwidth means nothing but maximum data transfer when data byte transfer. So here it's used for public subnets internet connection. So nothing but see this, very simple. So we can create new RT. So we here you should create so for example PVSK here PVSK internet gateway like this. So internet gateway, so like this. So when we give this, so first you select that and attach to the VPC first. So attach to the VPC actions, attach to the custom VPC, and here attached, so is automatically attached. And also so this internet gateway used for public subnets. So just now we can create internet gateway and also go to the NAT gateway, same like that, create NAT gateway. NAT means here used for, this is used for private subnets. Why we use private subnets means here DB, for DB servers mostly use private subnets, very critical data, that's why it's not connected to the internet. So if you want to connect it to internet or update or fetch patches for that DB server, you should create NAT gateway and go through that NAT gateway. You should connect it to DB servers, and after completion of work, and we can remove that NAT gateway immediately as per requirement. So NAT means here network address transformation. So transaction, sorry, address transaction here. So it's used for connected to private subnets. It's give a internet to private subnet. So select the subnet. It's very important, choose public subnets, otherwise it's not connected to the internet. So you should choose first public subnet and create elastic IP, standard IP. This subnet allocated IP, one IP to this, so its number also changed. So name, it's very simple, and here which name, so here give PVSK NAT1, network address transaction 1. So create NAT. So we can able to edit route table on that way also, but I will explain about route table. So now route table attach internet gateway and NAT gateway. So NAT gateway is used for public subnets, NAT gateway is used for private subnets, internet gateway is used for public subnets. It's very simple. So go to the NAT gateway, so go to the route table. We know that here public and private, so public subnets for used for internet gateway only for public, private means NAT. So here go to the select the public RT route table and go to the routes in below and edit the routes here and add here full address 0.0. so here full full traffic full, and here select NAT gateway. We already created NAT gateway, this naming convention IGW. So now the subnets have internet connection, and go to the private and do like the same, go to like this private and go to the same way 0.0. so full traffic, and here select NAT, not internet gateway, it's a private, so that's why select NAT. So select NAT here, so network address transaction. So now it has a NAT gateway. So like this VPC is created, very simple for but this range is given by client, not by us, is given by client. So this is the way to create a full-fledged VPC to use to attach to the instances. So then we go to the VPC, then go to the actions. So select the VPC first, go to the actions here. So select here, go to the actions and select here. So edit here, edit DNS domain name system, DNS resolution. Of course it's already connected, enabled, so no problem. So this is for enabling DNS resolution, and go to the DNS host name. It's used for private also, that's why enable this. So enabled, so it's also enabled, no problem. And here first of all you should go to the public subnets, and so here go to the VPC, so and select the subnets. So to the subnets, go to the public subnet. So in actions here, modify auto sign IP settings. This is for security purpose, you should assign this. So here enable this IP address, auto sign IP address for security purpose. So here no problem. So pool is not useful, so you enable auto public IP. So see this enables auto IP public settings to automatically request to the public IP, or internet protocol version 6 or version 4 address to for an instance launch in this subnet. So subnets are associated to the instance. For that purpose only we can enable this, and also override the auto signing IP address settings for an instance to launch in time. So on the time it's override is, so select that, save, no problem. Do like this, same like this in public IP addresses. So same one is completed, another also select that and go to this same way. So click on that, so modify public address, save this. So like this you should save for security purpose. So here the subnets are useful for both public like this, and also do like the same as private also, so for security purpose. So this is the full-fledged VPC. Please do subscribe our PVSK education, and PVSK entertainment, and PVSK cooking, and PVSK experiments. Thank you very much.